Adam Jogee.
Thank you, Mr. Rosendale. I want to start by joining in the tribute to His Majesty the King as he marks his birthday today on behalf of my constituents in Newcastle and Lyme. It's excellent to see my friend the Minister in her position. I think it's the first time I've had a chance to speak with her on the front bench. It's very good to see her. And I'm also pleased to see that the Shadow Minister's brace has gone, evidence of the wonder of our National Health Service. Now, Chair, I'm grateful for the opportunity to speak in this debate, and I congratulate the Honourable Gentleman, the Member for Strangford, for leading the debate and for his opening remarks. He clearly enjoyed the lack of a time limit and probably enjoyed the 3-hour typo that was in the audit paper, but I thank him for his contribution. And as I start, I ought to declare an interest. My wife is Deputy Sister in an intensive care unit, and I remain in full admiration of her and all of her colleagues who work in our National Health Service on a daily basis. Now, Mr. Rosendale, my constituency is in the middle of our country, and air quality is one of the most important issues experienced by my constituents and one of the most frequently raised issues with me. And it was with that in mind that I was delighted to host the Asthma and Lung UK reception in Parliament on Tuesday this week, where they launched their new report, A Mission for Lung Health. And I encourage all those colleagues across the House here to read that report, and I urge all those watching at home to do so too. Now, Mr. Rosendale, air quality and respiratory health is one of the most important issues experienced by my constituents, and the Honourable Member for Strangford has highlighted the fact that respiratory conditions are the third biggest killer in our United Kingdom, and 1 in 5 of us will be diagnosed with a lung condition in our lifetime. Now, colleagues will have heard me talk about the disgraceful Wally's Quarry landfill site in my constituency. For far too long, the operators have got away with doing whatever they want and leaving our town smothered by the most horrendous levels of hydrogen sulfide emitting from the site. And the levels of hydrogen sulfide have had an undeniable impact on the respiratory health of my constituents. I came down to London on Monday, and I'll be heading back shortly, and I've had many reports from constituents back home that it has been horrendous this week. And so for us in Newcastle and Lyme, the fight for clean air is personal and it is constant. And I will make clear again, Mr. Rosendale, as I have the opportunity of the floor, to reiterate to the Environment Agency, if they're listening, that we need them to issue a closure notice to Wally's Quarry Limited with immediate effect. We need to cap the site and then restore it safely and swiftly.
Would the Honourable Member?
I will happily give way to my West Midlands friend.
Yeah, West Midlands posse here. I would just like to pay tribute to my honourable colleague for the work he's done to bring back attention to the disgraceful scenes that are happening at Wally's Quarry right now. We're having a conversation about the health of the nation, particularly about air quality and the impact of respiratory health. There could be no doubt in my mind the years of the lack of action that has happened on that site has undoubtedly had an impact on people's health, and that can't be allowed to continue.
I thank my honourable friend. We are on the way to getting my constituents the justice they deserve, and I thank him for his support in our effort, led by many of my brilliant constituents, Dr Mick Salt, Lee Bundett-Wolford, Simo Burgess and many, many others who have been fighting hard. Sheila Casey-Hume, I could list many, many people off. They didn't all necessarily vote for me, Mr Rosendale, but they've played an important role in helping clean our air and save lives. Now, Mr Rosendale, in recent weeks there's been a pretty furious rush on behalf of the Borough Council and an increase in demands placed on this new government. Now, that's all well and good, but very little representations that I can see seem to be made by the Borough Council to the previous government, or indeed to Staffordshire County Council. And the only theme amongst all three of those institutions is that they are led by politicians of the same party. Now, my message to my constituents is change has come, and I'm determined to ensure that that change delivers. And I hope that after the profit over people approach we've seen from the operators at Wally's Quarry, that we don't now see that politics over people has prevented the site being closed and the respiratory health of my constituents being protected and enhanced. And I would be grateful for an update from the Minister on what cross-departmental work's been taking place across government on these issues.